They probably heard you say go.
Go!
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sugar and Crumbs. We are early this evening. I'm just checking I've got my cameras right.
We're 2 minutes late.
We're 2 minutes late, but we're also early at the same time, if that's at all possible. So we are on at 6 o'clock this evening because we need to finish by 8 o'clock because of the candlelight door thing tonight. We want to make sure that if you are wanting to take part in that you have the ability to do that. So that's why I'm here early. So it's probably thrown a few of you completely already. So we're going to be doing an Easter basket tonight. I just forgot to take my cardigan off. I'm thinking, why am I getting so hot under these lights? Let me take this off. So we're going to be doing an Easter basket tonight. We've got a cake ready and we are going to start almost straight away. Let me move this out of the way. There we go. Right, that's better. Yeah, don't forget to like and share. Thank you, Carol, because I always forget things like that. That's better. Well, otherwise I'm going to get very, very hot doing this. So we're going to build an Easter basket cake tonight, which means I'm going to show you how to pipe basket weave using buttercream. I'm also going to show you how to assemble this Easter basket cake. So we did a lovely Easter cake last week, didn't we? So this week we're doing an equally lovely Easter cake, and that's what we're going to do this evening. Well, that's what I'm hoping in my mind, as usual. I'm making this up as I go along. I'm not here on my own. I have got Kelly with me. Say hello, Kelly.
Hello.
So Kelly's here on comments this evening, so if you have anything you would like to ask, then please let us know and Kelly will be happy to relay the information, give you a link, any of those things, and we will help you along the way. That's the plan anyway. Good evening to lots of people I recognise already, so thank you very much for joining me early tonight. I'm sure it's going to throw a few people. If you're joining later on, just remember that you can watch this on catch up, so that's catch up on Sugar and Crumbs and also on my YouTube channel, which I upload all these videos onto as well. So if you've missed anything and you want to go back and watch it, then you are able to do that. They're all talking to you, Kelly, aren't they?
Hi everyone, it's all about me.
It's all about Kelly this evening, as usual. That's fine, I don't mind. So we're going to get started because we do need to finish promptly by 8 o'clock this evening. So we're going to start by covering our cake board. So we've got various cameras on here tonight. I've got different types of sugar paste. I've already prepped my cake. So I've got a 7-inch round cake this evening, which I'm going to be using to do the basket, and various other things. We'll just see how it goes. See, chocolate to feed Kelly. That's the most important thing, really, isn't it? Kelly's not really interested in anything else. Just as long as she's got some chocolate to keep her going, then we're going to be absolutely fine. Right, okay, so let's go across to that camera. And we have to tip that one back a bit. We've got, oh, there we go. Little bit of a ride there, that's better. Right, so we're going to start off with our cake board, which has to be covered because I can't stand cake boards that aren't covered. So all I'm going to do is just take some water. I've had my cake stood on this, so it's got a little bit of ganache on it. And I'm just going to put some water down on here. We're just going to cover this with some white sugar paste, so nothing too complicated at this point. And there we go. Like so, pop that out the way. And I'm just going to use, I've got couture this evening. I use all sorts of sugar paste, as most of you have seen. Lots and lots of different ones, but tonight it's couture's turn. So I don't need huge amounts of it. I just need enough to cover the board. So probably about just under 200 grams, I would say, to do this size cake board. Someone's going to ask me what the size is, and I think it's about a 9-inch. It's not a very big cake board because most of it is going to be the basket. But I would just like to cover the board because I cover all my boards. I should have done it in advance, but I didn't have time today, so we're doing it now. So let's just take that bit out. Right, so we'll give this a bit of a knead. I might put it in the microwave actually. It's quite, this weather sometimes makes the sugar paste quite tough and difficult to knead. So there we go. Okay, so I'm just going for white. The basket we're doing tonight is actually pink. That's what we decided, wasn't it, Kelly?
Yeah.
We're going pink basket. Right. Oh no, got pink board tonight. Don't need the icing sugar. Keep forgetting.
When you when you cover a cake, do you have to let the sugar paste harden, or can you just?
When you cover the cake, do you have
to let the sugar paste harden?
Well, if you're then painting on it, yes, or I don't know. It depends what you're doing.
So if you're painting on it, yes, but if you're just making a cake, then no, right?
Yeah. something like that. Depends what you're doing. If you're transferring an image onto a cake, then the answer is yes. If you're just going to start piping on a cake, then no. It just depends what you're going to be doing. Sorry if my cameras are making this a little bit wobbly at the moment.
Covered a board but found it was soft when we cut the cake.
That's all right. I don't cover, I'm a bit cover the boards as I go. I don't tend to cover much in advance because I'm never that organised, to be honest. But yeah, that seems to be okay. Doesn't really matter. If you want to, you can. Right, let's see what we've got here size-wise. You're not going to see a lot of this anyway. Let's see. What have we got? Aha, look at that. Perfect, near enough. So I'm just going to lay that on there. Got the water in there already. I'm just going to put a little bit of icing sugar now on top, so it's quite sticky under these lights. And then I'm just going to go round, flatten that down with my smedger. Few of you've got the smedgers now. That's the smedger.
What rolling pin are you using?
Just a big standard non-slip rolling pin. Nothing particularly special. If there's anything special about this, it's this. These are great. I do use mine a lot, the smedger edges. Once I've done that, I'm going to pick it up, take hold of my plastic side scraper and just cut the excess away from the cake board. It's like a pie. It's a plastic side scraper. I'm going to cut that away, and that gives us then our covered board. A little bit thicker than I want on one side. I might just roll that down actually, otherwise that will annoy me. Right, not that I'm fussy, because I am. Let's just take that down a bit. Just a tiny bit thick on one side. Oh, let's move that out of the way. There you go. So if you make it too thick, you can always adjust it. It's a little bit better. Right, nearly there. That's it. Right, that's it done. That's that done, nice and easy. And then what we'll do is we'll move it onto this camera here so you can see what's going on there. And we're going to move our cake onto here. Now I'm going to put a bit of royal icing down. Let me just go and get it. Have we got any...
I gave you a palette knife.
Yeah, I know, but I think I'll put it straight in the buttercream. Oh, I did, that's okay. Right, we're going to put some royal icing down. I've already put my cake on a board, so all I've got to do is literally just lift it across. Just clean this up, hold on. Right, so a little bit of royal icing, which I've made with whipping it up. So whipping it up is Carol's product with the egg white in it. And all I've done is just add water to it, and I've got myself some royal icing, which is the very strong glue that we like to use in Cake World. And then I'm just going to pop that on there like that. So there's my cake. So my cake is, what did I say, 7x4, and we're going to cover it in basket weave. So I've already ganashed it to stop it moving around. I've stuck it now on my board, and now we're going to start covering it. So because I'm going to do it pink, what I'm going to do first and foremost is I'm going to just put some pink buttercream, let me sit down for a second, onto the cake, just a light layer of it so that the buttercream doesn't show through. So I'm going to take this, it's probably going to move all over the place. That's okay. So a very thin scrape of this colour. There we go. I'm not too worried about the cake board because we'll be fine. Keep that under control. So if you've suddenly appeared and realised I'm early, that's because we need to be finished by 8 o'clock tonight. So that's the reason. Okay. So push push that across there a little bit. Should have done this off the board really, it doesn't matter, but we'll manage. Actually only moving a little tiny bit. It's just so the colour's the same as what I'm going to pipe. So I've got here buttercream that I have put pink colour splash into, so that's the colour that I'm using. If anybody wants to know, it's just standard buttercream, nothing strange or odd, but I'm just giving it a light scrape so that I can then pipe over this, and then if anything gets, you can see anything underneath it, you'll only see pink. That's what we want. So it's just a little light layer over the top, like so. I'm trying to push that back a little bit. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and share, everybody.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have you put that up for me,
that
Kelly?
Was me.
That was you, was it? Oh, you're a good girl. Kelly's keeping me in order, aren't you, Kelly?
Yeah.
There we go. So nearly there. So say this is just to, so we've got the right colour going on from the start. So the cake was ganached earlier today. There we go. Let's have a quick look. Move it across a little tiny bit. It's moving around a bit. This one is going off to another medical place. I donate every week my cakes that I dem on Sugar and Crumbs, unless it's a customer order. I have done those before. The rest of them do go off to something to do with the NHS. So this one will be doing the same as all the others, and I'll let you know where it goes. Okay, so there we go. I don't need to make this smooth or perfect, but if I want to just quickly run round with a plastic side scraper, I can do that. I just hold it above there like so and just run that round. Again, I'm not looking for perfection, I'm just trying to put a base colour down. There we go, like so. And then what I'll do is I'll do the top. Let's move this camera over so I don't have to keep leaping about too much. Hold on. There we go. So I'll put some pink on top of here as well. Like so. Before we start piping. There we go. There, so far so good. A little bit more, just on the edges. And so it's just to cover it, so we've got, oh, we can't see the base of it. There we go. There is a huge bag of mini eggs next to me, which I need for tonight. That's bad news.
Your ganache.
I have opened them, by the way. Yes.
The recipe for your ganache you just use.
Ganache is a very easy recipe, which you can just go onto Google and put in ganache, and there's so many, but they're so straightforward.
It's like equal parts
Equal
cream to chocolate.
Yeah. Likewise, also on here, I think somebody did a whole live on ganache. So if you Google that, you'll probably find that as well. So maybe that's worth watching for you as well. So there's lots of information out there on ganache, so it should be pretty straightforward to find. Right. Okay. Let's start with piping. So we're going to use this nozzle here, which is a basket weave nozzle. Now this one is slightly different. This is Wilton 47, and if you have a look at it, one side is serrated and then the other side is plain. So that means you can get two different baskets out of it. So you can get a plain one or you can get a serrated one out of there. We're going to go for the serrated one tonight. Let me grab a piping bag. Not that one though, because it's got royal icing in it. That's no good. So, scissors. Oh, there they are. The one thing I can never find when I need them, but I can see them tonight, so that's good. So, piping bag. We're going to use an adapter for this as well, and we're just going to cut bag off like so. We're going to use an adapter. We're going to use one of these. Okay, we'll pop that in. You read that comment by that lady's just dozed, just written that.
Oh yeah.
Because I'll tell you what happened there, Kelly. So she started doing cake painting, and she's obsessed. I said she was obsessed yesterday.
Do you want to maybe like move the thing up so you can see like the whole cake, so you can see half of it?
Yeah, I'll lift the cake. We need to see the sides definitely at the moment.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. I'm going to just move my camera up a tiny little bit. Oh, hold on, everybody. We're going for it. There we go. All right.
Perfect.
And then what we'll do is we'll put
Also,
some.
birthdays. Wow, she's spending her birthday with
Who
you.
is?
Dove.
Is it? Happy birthday! Don't make me sing. I'll make Kelly sing for you.
Yeah,
Kelly's going to sing now.
backing track.
Backing track, Kelly. Do we want this to be any pinker? Or are we happy with this shade? No, we're happy with this. Okay, that's fine. Right, so we're just going to pop some into a piping bag. Like so. Now, when you set up basket weave, the first bit is the hardest bit. Once you've got over that bit, the rest of it's straightforward, but it's setting this up to make it work. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the serrated side, so I need to turn that towards the cake, she says, if I remember rightly. No, it's the other way around. Haven't done this for a while. So we're going to...
Which side's pointing towards you?
I've got the serrated side nearest me. So what you want to do is you want to pipe a straight line going all the way down to the bottom, like so. You don't want to make a mess of it at the bottom there like I did. So that line needs to be straight. If it's not straight, your basket's going to tip from the word go. And then if you look at your nozzle and you can see the width of your nozzle, that's the distance that you're going to need between these lines. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pipe a line across like that. You're going to leave a nozzle's width there, and then you're going to pipe across like that. Same again, nozzle width only, pipe across. Okay, same again, pipe across. I just have to look at this from where I'm sitting, that's fine. Again, pipe across. If you get this bit set up right, the rest of it will just automatically work. So again, nozzle width down and across, down and across, and I think that one's going to be the one at the bottom. So that's what we've got to start with. There we go. Okay, so that's now set up, and then off we go.
Wait, you're not doing one on the bottom?
No, because that one will be a loop from the bottom, Kelly.
Yeah, I'm just...
You're commentating now. Right, down we go. Like so. Over that one there until we hit the bottom. Like that. And then what you do is you go between. So you put your nozzle in there and you pipe over that one there. So connect, pipe, like so. Doesn't actually help when you do that. Let me rescue that. Hold on. There you go. Put that down. Push that down. It's caught it as I went over the top. And it's still catching it. Right, come on. Cooperate. There we go. And now we're up and running. There we go. You see that one then comes down to the bottom like that. Okay. So we'll go again. Start at the top. So you're clipping the end of those ones. Whoop. You can actually do this really quickly when you get going. Just trying to make sure it's actually sat down. Probably do with my tilting turntable, but never mind. That's okay. We can make.
After all that,
I know.
For that one.
I said we can't have the tilting one. It's too big. Well, I probably could do with it, but never mind. Right. So over we go. So basket weave is a very traditional method of cake decorating. Can be done in royal icing, can be done in buttercream, which is what this is. Where have we got to there? Okay, but it has a really, really nice effect and it builds up very, very quickly. Once you've set that first bit up, it's relatively straightforward. But keep your nozzle clean. I've got a little cloth on my knee where I keep wiping the nozzle because I don't want it to have a build-up of buttercream getting in my way. So every time the nozzles gets too much, I will remove it. Okay, see, that comes out really nicely, really quickly. I'm going to just make that straight again. Okay, like that. You've got a tilting turntable but never used it. You need to get it out. If you're on Royal Icing, you need a tilting turntable. I don't know if you're on Royal Icing. Are you on Royal Icing? They're using theirs for sure. What it does for something like this, it just means the buttercream is pushed to the back of it, or pushed towards the cake if I tilt it away from myself, which means it's not sort of hanging mid-air. So I know it's going to stick to the cake. Once you get into a rhythm of doing this, it can be relatively quick. You have to keep going. There you go. We'll speed it up now. And Easter basket's the thing you've got to do, isn't it, Kelly? We talked about Easter bonnets the other day, didn't we?
Yes. Oh, I used to love Easter bonnet. There's a picture of me in one.
I had to find you. I had to find that one. Kelly was obsessed with anything like that, which was fine. But
we had to do it.
That meant days and days of me making.
Well, you just glue those fluffy chips
Hot
on
gluing,
them.
yeah, I was hot gluing. I'm going to put another one in there. Various Easter chicks. I'll just put a little gap in there. There we go, that's made it better. Well, if I got the nozzle around the right way though. There we go. Right, and oh, nozzle around the wrong way. Let's go again. Yeah, I must admit, all the primary school stuff, I used to love it. And Easter bonnets was something, wasn't it, Kenny? So once you get into the swing of this, you'll see I'll start speeding up now. It's not too difficult. It's a pattern repeat. And if your buttercream or your royal icing's the right consistency, it should be nice and easy to do. If your buttercream or your royal icing's too stiff or too loose, then it's going to be much more difficult. So just double check it. There you go. Right, I just wipe my nozzle again because it's getting a bit sticky. I'm trying to do traditional Easter things this week or last week as well, as Easter is rapidly approaching.
How many weeks now is it till Easter?
Ooh, it isn't long, is it? 5th of April? Not next week, the following week. It's very quick, Kelly. I'd say you need to buy me an Easter egg, but we've already got them. We have to make sure we get a mini egg one for me. Right, I've just about run out of icing now, so I'm going to refill that. Let's put some more in. I'm sure there must be some of you out here who've done the buttercream before. And if not, give it a go. It's very nice. It's a very nice effect. Right, let me just get this off. There we go, get the air bubble out. I don't want that coming out in the middle of my buttercream cake. we doing? Yeah, we're doing all right.
It's straight.
It's straight. And you can see it, Kelly, now, can you? Is it coming around your side?
How much buttercream do you think you would need for a 6x6 cake doing this?
How much do we bring down? How much is that, do you reckon? What's it? That is quite a lot that you make up, isn't it? I'm not very good with quantities because Kelly makes everything.
Yeah, but I make everything, but I just equate to everything in bowls.
Yeah, we do. We go large bowl, small bowl.
Maybe like, I don't know.
I was trying to think.
500 grams total? Is that too much?
Well, one of those bags of icing sugar that Carol has, they're 500 grams. If you imagine putting that plus some butter in, 1.5 bags, I'd say.
Of whipping it up?
Of not whip. Well, if you were making Swiss meringue buttercream, then
no,
yeah.
What's the other one?
Just the regular icing sugars. She's got some new flavours out at the moment.
Okay, so we're saying it.
1.5 bags.
Like this,
we think 1.5 bags.
1.5 bags of Carol's icing sugar.
We think.
We think. We don't know, but that is our best guess. Yeah. And if there's anything left over, you may as well just eat it. So
yeah, there you go, Kelly's.
You can't really go wrong, guys. Just saying.
Kelly, you make me laugh.
Why?
Kelly's help desk.
What's that? Ask Auntie, but it's not. What's it called?
What?
You know that like column that people used to write to in the newspaper?
Dear Deirdre.
Dear Deirdre. I thought it was like Ask Auntie or something.
No, I don't know.
Annie Ann or something.
No
Did I dream that?
Well, yeah, I think you might have done.
No, I suppose someone called me that once.
I think you're just announcing your dreams online, Kelly.
Either way, I guess I'm that kind of...
Keep an eye out for Auntie Trisha as well, because she appears on here, you know. My mother and my aunt now watching this. Oh no, if they... Well, my mother will say something. Right. Okay, there we go. So, round we go. It doesn't actually take too long. We're coming up halfway. Agony aunt. Is that what you mean, Kelly?
Yes, that's what I said, wasn't it?
No, I don't know what you said. It wasn't that, I don't think.
Oh. Well, they all knew what I meant. Everyone's now saying agony aunt, agony aunt. That's me.
That's you,
Kelly. Auntie Kelly.
Auntie Kelly with all your cake issues. Is that what you're taking on, yeah. Kelly, is it? There we go.
Cake issues, but with a K. Kelly's cake issues.
Are they giving you ideas now?
No, I'm giving that to myself.
Okay. I'm looking forward to joining and hearing all about this, Kelly. I'm going to set you a Facebook page up, shall I?
Well, just answer people's problems.
Oh dear. So when you're doing this, I find once you get going with it, just keep, as long as that centre line is straight, then you should find that the pattern will sit straight. There you go. You see? It will tilt if your line goes, isn't straight. So just keep an eye on that. That's the one thing you have to watch. I am piping at a very weird angle because of the camera. So if this is straight, this will be a miracle, I think. I think it's okay. But you get the idea, and obviously you can do this in, you know, whatever else that you want to do it in. So you could do it in chocolate, you can do this in ganache as long as it stays pipeable. Royal icing, definitely. If you're doing it on a cake as royal icing, just make sure you put a bit of glycerin in there, otherwise it's going to be rock hard. The poor person who has to cut it is going to probably end up chipping all their teeth off. Swiss meringue buttercream, you can do it with that as well. So there's plenty you can pipe basket weave with. Ooh, what did I do then? There we go. Round we There we go. The buttercream's getting very soft now. Well, probably because it's under the lights and I'm holding it as well in my hand, so it's starting to fly out of the bag literally, and I need to add some more. There we go. There's got an air bubble in there. That's not very helpful, and I squashed it.
Would you use the same nozzle for royal icing?
Yes. Yep, you would use the same one for royal icing. PME do one, Wilton do one. PME one is a bit smaller, but yeah, I would use, definitely. That's fine. Let me get rid of the air in there. I'm just going to pick this one up because I've just squished it with my hand. So we're over halfway now. You can see it. I'm going to come around there a little bit further so you can see it a bit better. Sort of like hypnotising watching this. The nozzle is a Wilton 47. Okay. Basket weave. We'll do another basket weave one. It's massive. Don't order that one by accident. Otherwise you'll be doing jumbo basket weave. And although you can do your cake in half the time, it doesn't look as nice.
What was the nozzle again? Sorry, I remember.
Wilton 47.
Wilton 47.
There we go. I can see the end now. And then we can get on decorating the top, which we have plans for. Some of you may have spotted some of the things that I'm doing on the top earlier today, because we put a little offer on for, I painted an Easter egg to go on the top, which we had an offer on today. So if anybody's interested in learning how to paint on chocolate, there is a little class. It also shows you how to do it on sugar paste. It's got a little rabbit on it. I'll get Kelly to put a link up for you in a second. It's only £5 to join. Somebody's messaging me at the moment saying, can I accept them onto the group? Not currently because I'm live, but as soon as we come off live, we will do a few more and then the rest will be done tomorrow. So
can you just show the tip to the camera?
There you go. So it's flat one side and serrated the other side.
Didn't we have this problem that we couldn't find it? Or have you...
No, it's on there now. It's on the main page. It's on the home page.
Oh, yeah.
It had vanished. I found it. So if I was doing one of these for a customer order, once I'd finished it, I would let it set overnight to make sure the buttercream's stable before it goes out. All right, so if you do decide to do one of these, make sure you do it 24 hours in advance. Buttercream needs time to set. Because the cake's been ganache, the cake is sealed, so it's not going to go off or anything funny. It's going to be absolutely fine.
Oh yeah, we were talking about, do you remember was it last week? We were talking about royal icing and Kit Kat bases.
Oh yeah.
Jenny said she was going to try one. She wants to try and figure it out.
Okay.
Would you put glycerin in that icing? Because she says that she remembers it was really hard back then.
How much of it is royal icing? So what is it? The Kit Kat?
So it's the Kit Kat ones.
You will explain, Kelly.
Well, you seem to know what it was.
Well, you're the agony aunt. I'm just checking.
Oh no. Agony aunt doesn't know. Yeah, the Kit Kat Easter baskets.
Kit Kat Easter
Remember
baskets.
we spoke about this?
We did, but I can't remember exactly what we said. What did we say?
We just spoke about them and you said, oh yeah, I remember them. But would you put glycerin in that?
Well, glycerin will always interfere with the structure, so if you want it to set rock hard so it doesn't fall over, then you probably need to leave the glycerin out. The only time I put glycerin in is if you're covering the cake, because otherwise you're going to end up with so if I covered this cake in royal icing and I didn't have any glycerin in it and I put my knife through it, it would be rock hard. But if I'm making decorations or a structure, I probably would leave the glycerin out. Is that a good enough answer? Is that
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
I passed. Just check with my agony aunt, Kelly. Okay. Right, there we go. We've got that little bit left to go. So you can see where we are. We're almost there. It takes a bit of time, but it's worth doing carefully. Just keep wiping the end of this nozzle So set up the first bit right, everything else should just fall into place, and just keep every line as you go round straight.
This would make a lovely baby shower cake.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of things you...
Picnic basket, Easter basket, baby shower. What else do you need baskets
Well, you could
for?
turn this. You could turn this into some sort of bonnet, couldn't you, Kelly? Knowing you.
Bonnet?
Well, it's that sort of basket weave on that hat, isn't
With a
it?
big hat.
No, not for this one particularly, but you could do, couldn't you? I like basket weave. Hamper. What about a hamper?
Yeah.
Hamper cake.
How much glycerin do you need if you're covering a cake in royal icing?
A teaspoon. Not a lot. Just a little bit. I might make up a royal icing recipe and then just pop a teaspoon in. That'll be enough. Right. Nearly there. There we go, look, we've got that tiny little bit left. Where are we? I feel like I'm going to have to go dunno at the end.
First birthday cake with balloons.
Yeah, good one. We did blow up some of those balloons the other day, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
The cake balloons to see what they were like. They're very nice actually, lots of nice glittery bits in them. Yeah, we're not going to put a balloon on it today. We're going to put a handle, or a false handle I should say, and some other bits and pieces that we've made. Some bits from last week, some bits I painted on the other week. Right, the end is in sight. There we go. I need to put a tiny bit more in my bag, and now I've got to work out if I can get this to work at the end. That's always the most difficult bit. Is it going to match? If it doesn't match, it doesn't matter, because we can always put that bit at the back. No one's going to notice. So there is a back and a front to this cake, so I don't mind particularly. I'm not going to lose loads of sleep about that. Right, let me just get the air out of this bag again. Right, okay. Oh, I think I might be okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I might. Oh, this is fluke. Please no.
No, it's not. You're an experienced cake decorator.
Who's saying that? You?
Me, yeah.
No, I think it's
No
fluke.
flukes in this game.
Look at that. Just about. It's fine. There we go. Wing it a little bit at the end. There. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we've made it all the way round. There we go. So that's our basket so far. So you can see if you keep it going, you can end up with it getting it. It looks very pretty. I think it does. Anyway, I've got to be careful. I don't touch it now. Given a choice, I probably would then have put it in the fridge. and then carried on decorating it. But as this is alive, we're carrying on. You know what it's like, we've got to keep going. So we're going to have a look at the top side of it now. So I'm going to put that at the back. I think that's going to be my front. Can't push it back or do anything. So
what would you say is the best but cheapest fondant or icing?
Well, you get what you pay for. If you pay for cheap fondant, you want to get for something like Renshaw, Couture. Satinara is very good, actually. I've used that. I did like that one. That's the new one. Anything like that. Depends what you're doing, I think. Right, let's change nozzles. And we'll go for, what should we go for? Let's go for this one. This is a Wilton 18. My Royal Icers will know what that is. And we're going to go onto the other camera, actually. I think we'll go onto this one. So we've got the top like that. And what we'll do is we'll take this and we'll do a bit of a rope going around the outside edge just to kind of tidy it up a bit. Am I on camera, Kelly? Because I can't move.
Well, I'm 10 seconds behind, just remember.
Oh yeah, okay. So we'll go round. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, Satinara is very nice. So we're going to go round like a rope, just to kind of tidy up the edge of the basket. Breathing occasionally. Right, stop. And pick it up again. Notice I'm not saying very much.
It's because I'm not breathing.
I'm not breathing, that's why. There we go. Right, the nozzle I'm using is Wilton 18. Anyone on my Royal Icing course will have this nozzle for sure, because we are using it on that course. So Wilton 18 is the nozzle in question. Just trying to tidy the edge up, really. Oh, got an air bubble there, that's not very helpful. So nearly there. Yeah, quite happy with that. Good old gattos coming out here.
What's gatto?
Gatto with whipped cream. Black Forest gatto. No? There. Okay. Like so. So then we've made it all the way around that. And again, given a choice, I would put it in the fridge at this point. I'm just going to have to be ultra careful and hope that I don't end up knocking it, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. Right, let's move that over there for a second, and what we're going to do is look at the handle. So I'm going to make the handle out of some floristry wire. Now I've got here some 24 gauge floristry wire, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it together. So I'm going to use some flower tape, which is not particularly sticky, but if you pull it like that, it does get quite sticky. So anyone who's doing sugar flowers or anything like that will know what this is. So I'm going to take it like so, and then I'm going to wrap it. Okay, it takes a minute to get it to go, and my hands are covered in buttercream, which doesn't help. There we go. And then once you get going, you can hold these wires together. We're going to cover these as well. This is our fake handle that we're making at the moment. So we need a bit of strength in there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires together. And we'll get right down to the bottom. If you've missed any bit and there's a little bit there that's not quite covered, you can always just break it and go back and just go over it again. It's pretty easy stuff to use when you get going with it. Okay, so we've got ourselves a handle like that. Now I'm going to swap back to the other camera. I'm going to bring this in a little bit. I have to take the camera up so you can see what's going on. There we go, up. Ooh, there we go. Right, so I'm going to take this handle. I'm going to bend it over. I'm not actually going to push it that far. Oh, my arm's in the way. Not far into the cake. And what we have to do is we have to protect the cake. So we're going to put in some flour picks. Let's see what size we've got here. So we've got some little ones. We've got quite a lot to go on this cake, so I don't really want to put too, I don't want this handle to be too in the way. So I've got some little yellow flower picks here. Don't put them on the edge, because we did that once, Kelly, didn't we? And they flew out. They pinged off. So put your little flower pick in there, and then directly opposite it there, like so. But don't put them right on the edge, because they fall off, as we found out. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of royal icing in there to hold it in place. Let's get the bag out. Oh, I've got nozzle wise on there, but I'm just going to switch it to number 2 so I can actually get, oh, what, that one, this one, actually that one will do. This is one of those rare breeds, Nozzle 44, everybody. My royal icers will know what I'm talking about. These are very difficult nozzles to get hold of at the moment, so I'm just going to fill that up with a bit of royal icing. I'm going to bend my handle over, and I'm going to cover this handle. We're not going to leave it this colour. We're going to just pop that in like so. Stay. Got we've had issues with this, haven't we, Kelly, in the past?
Yeah,
just a couple. One of the first lies we ever did on here was a basket, wasn't it? And when we finished filming, the handle,
literally on the last, like,
we went, bye everyone, and the handle flew out, and we were laughing our heads off, weren't we? Anyway, let's hope that doesn't happen at this point, so we'll leave that there. Now we're going to get this covered because we want it to match the rest of the basket, so we're going to do that with a little bit of sugar paste. And obviously you can't pick this up because that would fall apart, but we don't want that anyway, so that's fine. So let's go across the other camera, and what we're going to do is we'll take hold of, I'll probably do it with this couture actually, that'll be okay because that's quite nice and soft, and we're just going to dye this pink, the same colour as the cake. We don't need that much, about that much will do. Don't want to make it too heavy. So I'm just adjusting my handle as I'm sat here looking at it. That's fine. It's quite big, this cake. It was a bit bigger than I anticipated.
Doesn't matter.
No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And the handle, to be honest, isn't really the focus anyway. The focus is my lovely egg that I've got going on it, which I'm very pleased with. Right, so I'm just going to put a bit of this in, which is the same colour I used for the basket itself, which is Colour Splash Pink. Then we'll just get kneading that through. Hopefully I've not made it too strong, otherwise I'll be taking that apart in a second. My turntable is going round next to me. It's not off-putting at all. It's spinning. Right, I'm going to stand up to knead this because otherwise I won't get it through. And then we're going to cut a strip, which we're going to use very carefully to cover the handle. As I say, I would normally have put the cake in the fridge, but I haven't, so I've got to just be careful as I possibly can. There we go, like so. Similar colour. Is that similar enough colour, Kelly? A bit darker?
A little bit darker.
Tiny bit darker. All right, we'll do that just for you. So it doesn't really matter too much. You can see it a little bit. By the time we've piled everything on there, there won't be any room anyway, so as we've got lots of decoration to put on there, lots of little bits that we've made over the last few weeks. So I need that through. What are we doing on colour wise yet? Nearly there. So I don't want to make this too thick, and you do need to do this with a decent brown of sugar paste, otherwise you'll find it will just break when you go over the top of it. So couture is quite nice because it's quite flexible. So I'm just going to squash that down. Oh, I haven't needed that at all. Well, that's terrible. You do that again.
We're being taken into the kitchen again by Donna.
Oh, am I?
We're constantly in her kitchen.
I'm following Donna around her house.
No, we're just in the kitchen. We don't go anywhere
Oh,
else.
we're just in the kitchen today. Okay. Right. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of icing sugar down. I know this is a pink board, but it's also incredibly hot under these lights we've got on for camera, and that often causes a few issues, to say the least. I don't want it sticking. I'm just going to help myself here a little bit. So I'm just rolling out a strip. Like so. And then I'm going to use one of these multi-ribbon cutters. Where have I put it? There it is.
What size did we say the cake was, sorry?
It's a 7-inch. Right, so we're going to use one of these, and then what I'm going to do is just unscrew the end, like so. And we're going to adjust it so that, well, eventually, so that we're going to get a narrow strip. So we're going to take all these bits out, put that one back in, put that wheel in there. So that gives us a strip that's that width. I don't, to be honest, want it any wider than that. Even that's quite wide. Let's see if we can do it with this one. If we can't, there's another way of doing this. See if I can reverse this. See how thin it'll get. Yeah, that's better. Let's see how thick. Yeah, I don't really want the thinnest strip I can get, because it's got to go over a wire. So I don't particularly want it to be that thick. And then you put all these back on again, and then tighten that back up again. Right, okay, so I'm then I'm off camera at the moment. You'll see me appear in a second with this. I'm just going to, here I am back on again. So it's a very long bit of sugar paste, this. Come all the way down here. I think this is going to be wide enough. If it's not, I'll do it again. Now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking it's not wide enough. Don't look at me
no,
like...
it should be.
Well, I'm not
It's only a thin piece of wire.
I know it is. Oh, let's give it a go. So we'll cut it now, plastic side scraper either side. Tight. Let me just pick it up and see.
Why don't you do it from side angle?
Yeah, I will do in a second. No, it's not wide enough. It needs to be the next one up. That's okay.
Where did you get that thing from?
This is called a multi-ribbon cutter. I don't know if Carol's got them or not. I did not check. But that's what they're called, multi-ribbon cutter. Right, let's do that again. I'm setting it all up wrong, so I'm probably giving you the worst demonstration ever for the product. Oh dear. I'll get there in a minute. I know what width I'm looking for. This is the problem. That's better. Yeah, not the one I just did. This one. Oh, Murray, no, you need to get them out.
Carol does sell them.
Carol's got them. There you go. So they'll be on Sugar and Crumbs somewhere. So let's just, I think I've just about got away with it actually. Look at that. These are great. Okay, there we go. That's better. Right, I'm just going to turn it over. We'll go on to side camera in a second. Although I am going to be very cautious with this. I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to get this over in one piece, or am I guaranteeing that I'm not going to knock the buttercream? So I'm going to do my best, but there's no guarantees here, everybody. Right, let's get onto this camera. So we'll take a little bit of water. This is the kind of thing you definitely don't do live.
And here we are doing it live.
And here we are doing it live, so even that is just about wide enough, she says. I'm trying not to clip the buttercream. So what you're going to do is lay it over the handle. That's it, and then pinch it so that it joins on the other side. Kelly, is it joining?
No.
It's not joining?
No.
Right, we need a wider strip. Right, we're going to have to do it again. Okay, sack the cake decorator immediately. Right, we'll do it wider. I'm trying to be really careful with this. I'm so worried about knocking this buttercream. I've lost the plot with the handle. All right, we'll go up one more. Right, let's try again. That now looks way too wide. Okay, we'll have to go with that. I'm doubting myself, you see. Normally I just fiddle around with this until it works with nobody watching. Instead I'm doing it live. Oh good. Right, I've got water on my board now. It's definitely got sticky now. So you get another demo of this thing here. So if you didn't see it before, you're definitely going to see it now. Okay. I'll get there in a minute. If not, I'm going home. Or it won't have a handle, one or the other. I've done this so many times, I cannot tell you in my lifetime, and then the minute I try and do it live, I forget what I'm doing. Right, there we go. I am going to just make sure there's some movement there because there is water down, it's sticky. Right, here we go again. Handle attempt number 3. Right, let's turn that over. So make it damp, don't make it wet.
Would it be easier to put the fondant on the wire first?
No, because you've got to bend it.
Okay.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh no, because you've got to bend it, Kenny.
So other people ask.
You have to just do this. I've probably got the fondant too long. There we go. Right, that's better.
It is now meeting.
Yay. So all you do is lay this centrally along. There's a lump of sugar paste in there. It's just typical, isn't it? But that's okay because we will just cover that with the bow.
You could use ribbon.
You can use ribbon, and I do normally do it with ribbon. Maybe that's what's throwing me. Scissors, Kelly.
Right, next to you on your left.
Left. There we go. Just going to cut that off on the bottom before it catches the buttercream. There we go. There is a lump.
So just where you started, you've got to push those.
Yes, all right, I'm going to sit down and have a look at it. Right, okay. Oh, thank goodness for that. Right, so I'm just going to join that up underneath. This is much easier than making it out to be. It's just not my favourite thing to do live. I've got to be honest. A handle on a basket. Oh no, thank you. There we are. And then we'll just smooth it down. But if you get the same width all the way round, you see, then you won't end up with tons of excess everywhere. That's what the aim of the multi-ribbon cutter is. Right, let me see what's going on around the back here. I'm having to be so careful because of this buttercream. I don't want to be mucking about with it particularly. Now I've got a lump of icing sugar, would you believe it, in there? So I'll just pick that out. I'm going to put my ribbon there. Oh, there we go. That's a relief. And then what we'll do is we will also just put a little bit of this pink round the base as well. I've got some around that side. We'll just do it round both. So we'll just take this, we'll just secure it. You're not going to see this anyway because basically we're going to put a load of stuff on here in a second, but this will just stop it moving around.
I'd be sweating now, and then Jackie says I'd be sweating, and Maureen says and effing and blinding.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of those. Sweating potentially a tiny bit, but only because it's so hot under these lights. So more than anything else, it is very hot. Okay, I'm actually now quite relieved we've done this bit. I've got to be honest. The buttercream, no problem. Handles, yeah. Okay, so these are quite chunky and not very pretty, but we will cover those. You won't see those. They will not be the focus. In fact, I don't like that one at all. It's got to be thinner. Sorry, I'm now getting fussy. And Kelly has to put up with this. Me going, no, no, that's wrong. There we go. That's better. That's better. Right, okay, so again, you won't really see this because it's all going to be covered in a second anyway. Right, okay, phew, thank goodness for that. Right, let's get rid of all the sugar paste for the moment. Now, we are going to position our rabbit onto here. So what I'll do, we've got a few bits and pieces that we've got made up. We've also got some cookies on sticks. So I'm just going to talk you through some of these. So we've made these in advance. These are royalized tulips that we've made with a cookie cutter that we've got, and they have dried. You can hear them, and we've got them on sticks so that we can put them into the basket. So what I'm going to do, she says, now I've already mapped this out once before today, so I'm going to just push those down. So we've got a combo of things going on in here. This is why I didn't really want a very high handle tonight, so I could get everything in. And then we've got another one here. Actually, that one needs cutting down a little bit. So I've done some pink ones and some yellow ones. Kelly's just put a link up for you for the tulip cutter. Now you can cut these out in sugar paste if you don't want to do them with royal icing. And we'll put another one in there. But they're quite nice because they stand. So they're only on skewers. They were baked with the skewers in them. Okay, so we didn't add the skewers. We baked them with the skewers in position. Before I get too carried away, I'm actually going to put a ribbon on that. Now, am I doing a pink one or a yellow one?
On what?
Here. Or do you not want one?
Yeah, have one.
Which one do you want?
I'd say white, but...
You want white? Okay. White's okay. I've got white here. Okay, we'll put our little ribbon on now, just because we've got lots of things going on and we don't want anything in the way. So we're going to tie a little ribbon here. Ooh. Right, I'm going to cut this only because I'm scared of hitting the buttercream. Right. Okay, so we're just going to tie this like a normal bow. So I'm actually tying it there because I've got a lump of royal icing there, not a royal icing, sugar paste that I didn't like the look of, so that's been its chosen spot. Right, let's tie this round. Okay, there we go. Happy with that. Let's cut that. Okay, so far so good. Let's put that down a little bit. So we're using kind of stand-up cookies for a bit of a background going on here before we put on our bits and pieces. So we've got a few spare actually, Kelly, if we wanted to put those on. Let's talk about the Easter egg that we're going to put in the middle. Actually, we're going to need some buttercream to prop all this up. So let's put, what have we got? I'm going to put a bit more buttercream in my bag because I'm going to need that to hold everything in place. We've got daffodil ones as well. We can always put those on, can't we, if we need to. We've also made rabbit cookies. We have a rabbit cookie cutter now. Do you want to see my rabbit? So if you wanted to add some rabbit cookie cutters to your display, there is a little pink rabbit cookie cutter that we've got now. And all we've done is flood these with royal icing, and then I've just drawn on with a black edible pen just the little nose, eyes and mouths. They're quite fun if you want to make those with kids, or just make them anyway. They're good fun to make because you can just do whatever expressions that you like on those. So there's a little bunny. We could put one on the front, Kelly. What do you think? On the front of the basket. Not the rabbit ones, no. Oh, I've got the little bunnies, but they're going in the basket. Right, I'm just going to put a bit more buttercream in my bag. So our cookie recipe is on our royal icing course, and where else?
Pizza cookie cutter.
And the pizza cookie cutter kit. So if you want a royal icing recipe, there's tons online. Just Google it, and I'm sure you'll find some great ones on there. I'm sure you'll find one, no problem. Right, okay, so I made this earlier today. Some of you may have seen it already online. I'm going to actually hold it under here because what I'll need to do is I'll need to hold it with some kitchen roll because otherwise it will melt. So some of you know that I teach mainly cake painting, so I have taken one of my cake painting courses, which is this one here, which is the little rabbit. And then what I've done is I've painted it onto a chocolate egg, and I've offered this as a course which is available today for £5. So you're going to learn how to paint this rabbit on sugar paste and on chocolate. So there are two options for this. Kelly was putting a link up for you. It's £5 to join. We've had loads and loads of people join today, and if you do join tonight, it may be that we won't be able to give you access till tomorrow morning because we're still going through everybody getting them enrolled. But you can see how we've done both of these. He's the sweetest little rabbit ever, and he's going to feature in the middle of this cake. That's what we've got for that. So this is available, £5. Kelly's put the link up, and if you want to join that class, you're very, very welcome. And you get to learn two different methods. It is cocoa butter painting, which is what I teach, and you will learn how to do it on chocolate, and you'll learn how to do it on sugar paste as well. He's very cute. So I've shrunk him down to go on there. I've given him some whiskers as well, just to add to his look. And we're going to put him onto our cake. So let's go back over here. So we're going to put some buttercream down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the buttercream just to kind of, just going to pipe a bit of a star pattern thing going on here, just to kind of secure everything. Even though buttercream doesn't really secure that much, what it's going to do is give me a base to stand things in. So all I'm doing is just piping that. So it's not on Teachable, this little course. It is on a Facebook group, so if you have joined, you will be sent a link to join a Facebook group. So if you pay for the course, which is £5, Kelly's giving you the link, then you will literally be sent a link. Now bearing in mind there is a human being, i.e. me, at the other end who's got to approve your link. Please bear with us because it's taking a bit of time to get through them. So if you don't get access today, you'll probably get access tomorrow. We are going through them so everybody can get on it. You just have to be a bit patient with us. We're getting there. So I'm just going to pipe a little sort of star pattern over the base of this, just to give us a little bit of a base to pipe on or to add on. If you are already on the rabbit course, so somebody's just mentioned that, so if you'd already signed up for that ages ago, if you now return back to that page, you're going to find there's another video on there showing you how to do it on a chocolate egg, which I recorded yesterday. So there is one ready there for you, so you can crack on with it straight away. So yes, if you are already on the group, you already have access. If you'd like to join the group, then Kelly has put a link up for you and you'll be able to do that. So this looks very pretty at the moment, but I'm going to squash it in a minute. Well, I'm going to squash some of it, I'm not going to squash all of it. So I can put all the bits and pieces that we made to go on it. So we've got the tulip cookies in already. And then we'll just swing that round the back. How are we doing for time? We're fine. Okay, and we'll just do the other side of it as well. So if you do buy the course, just remember you'll then have to wait. So once you purchase the course, you'll have to wait for me to then give you access to the group, all right? So it's not going to just instantly come through. You'll just need to wait while we sort it out. That's the same with all the courses, including Teachable. We have to still switch everything. Everything has to be switched on. It doesn't automatically go through. So if you do join any of the courses, we will get you on, but just give us a little bit of time just to get everything in place, and then we will send you an email. Everything you'll find will come through an email. So I'm now covering up the mechanics of holding the handle in place, so you can't see that anymore. So that, despite being really horrible, is now disappearing. I'm going to cover it up with some of this buttercream. And put on there just to hold everything in place, like so. So this is Wilton 18. I'm still using the same nozzle that I used to do the swirls or the ropes. We're now doing a little star pattern. Yeah, the egg is so cute, and we're going to pop him on. He's our centerpiece for this. So I've painted him on white chocolate, which is what's shown on the video, using a Easter egg mould. There we go. Nearly there. Once you've purchased the rabbit, you can watch it as many times as you want. So if you want to paint it on chocolate this week, that's fine. If you want to paint it on sugar paste in 6 months' time, yes, go back to it and you can do it again. And if you want to go back to it after that in 2 years' time, I'm sure it will still be there as well. So yeah, you've got lots of opportunity. You don't have to do it today or anything like that. If you want to practice him as well, you can do him on a, could just do him on a bar of chocolate. You don't have to do him on an Easter egg like this. Now we've just got to get him to settle. There he is. So we've popped him on like that. So we get him to sit in the buttercream. Now he will set. At the moment, he's probably going to move around a little bit. So I'm going to try not to jig this around too much because the buttercream's got to set overnight. So there we go. Right, now we've got other little bits to go on with him.
Donna says that she will, by this weekend, she will have painted 3 cakes.
That's
So
what I
it's
want
the
to hear.
blossom cake.
That's what I like to hear. Right, now we have got some more little rabbits. So we made these the other week. Do you remember? We made those on, I'm just going to drop the camera down a little bit. We were making the Easter cake last week. Let me move that down. Oh no, up a tiny bit. We made that on the Easter cake last week, the cute little bunnies. Remember, we painted their little faces with cocoa butter. So we've still got, we've got some more of these coming because we sold out. So we have got a few more come in now, but that'll be it. Once they're in, they'll be done now, but they are very, very cute. So we're going to put him around here with some friends. And then we've got, of course, because it's Easter, we have mini eggs. The packet seems to be open, Kelly.
Oh, have you already eaten some?
No, I did not. I didn't. I just opened them to check on the colours. Don't look at me like that. I didn't actually. Okay, so we're going to give our bunny a little friend, a couple of little friends to go with his. There we go. I'll give you. We're going to just put a few little Easter bunny friends round the main bunny. There we go. We'll put that Easter egg there. There we go. You can see it like that. So he's got his cookies behind. And then we're going to put our Easter bunny friends. Now it's quite helpful because he can lean against the handle there, you see. Kelly's waiting for an Easter egg. There we go. I'll put that one in there. Like so. And then we'll stand you there as well. Look at that. Little bunnies. And then we'll put a few more Easter eggs down, I think. I'll put another one in there, look. So we'll put a few extra ones in. And do you know what? We'll put one behind that egg just to support it as well, just to make sure it's not going anywhere. Like so. Might as well put as many on as possible. There we go. I'll leave a few mini eggs in there.
Yes,
Kelly.
I'm so hungry.
Otherwise I'll never hear the end of it. Do we want to put any more on, Kelly? No, I think we're there. What do I want down the front? Look. Put one on the front. Yeah, little bunny on the front of the cake. Push him against the buttercream.
Good thing the buttercream's still wet.
Good green, but yeah. Good job the buttercream is still wet, but we'll put another little bunny down there. He fell off. He's sat at the bottom, but he looks very cute though down there. Let's just move that back a little bit so you can see him. I will take pictures. Remember the usual story with me. It all goes on. I'll take photos so you can see it anyway. Then we were going to put some butterflies on. What do we do with them? They're here. On top of that. Okay, so we're going to put some little wafer.
Yeah, everyone's saying, can you pass the eggs to me? And
I'm going to make her come on
save
screen. Right, so we're going to put some little wafer paper butterflies that we've got here. Now we've got these on our website. We've got lots of little wafer paper butterflies. Kelly will put a link up for you. They come on a big sheet. We do large ones and small ones. And we're really into these in a big way. And I'll tell you why, because they really look pretty. And that's what we're going for at the moment. So I'm going to use royal icing, not buttercream. If you put buttercream on wafer paper, it collapses. So don't do that.
No silver balls.
Oh, that's a good
It's
point.
like for Easter, you've swapped silver balls for mini eggs.
I have.
Or butterflies.
I have. Every cake after this will be, haven't you got any, now we're going to put that on there, look like that. So these are wafer paper, so they will stand, that's not moving, so that's good. So we're just going to put a few of these on there, but just be aware that if anything comes into contact with the buttercream, that's why I'm sticking them on the mini eggs and not the cake itself, then you will end up with them collapsing. So you just need to make sure that you stick them to the chocolate and not the buttercream. Let's put another one over there. Let's have a look and see how we're doing.
What size egg is that? Do you know?
I'm not 100% sure, but I can measure it in a second. Let's put another little butterfly. Where should we put one up on the handle? Look. I'm going to lift this up a bit so you can see it in a second. We're going to have to put some ribbon on as well. I don't think it needs any silver balls, does it? Or do you particularly?
No, I don't think
we need silver balls this week. I know that's like quite a difficult sentence for me to actually say, but I think we're okay. And then glue, which I did get out, and it's okay. I'll just put some glue around the base here because we'll have to put a ribbon on here. I'm not going to put any more on, don't worry. It's just the temptation of the silver balls you see every week. Right, white ribbon. I mean, there's a gap at the back on the cake, so if you're one of those people who just wants to keep loading it up with Easter eggs and things, then yeah, go ahead. Put some more on. You can always put a bit of glitter on at the end if you want to, but I'm going to leave it as is, I think. And I'll pull the camera back.
It's very sweet. I like it.
You like it, you get a Kelly approval. Okay, I've got glue everywhere as usual. And we'll just stick that down like so.
Wow.
There we go. All right. Let me move everything out of the way so it's not completely covered in. Right, let's go up a little bit so you can see it properly. There you go. How about that? Yep, this cake's off to the NHS, so it will be going off to a hospital. It won't be staying with me, but there you go. The handle is fine. You just need to kind of, yeah, don't do it live. That's my top tip on that, really. We're going to take a photograph of it shortly, and we will put it up onto the Sugar and Crumbs page so you can see it. It will also appear on my YouTube channel as soon as we've loaded it up. Maybe not tonight, but certainly tomorrow. There you go. It's the ultimate Easter bunny basket cake. So we've got cookies. Don't forget, this is a painting class, so if you do want to do this class, it is available now. It's on offer until Monday next week, so you can pick it up for a £5, and then you'll be able to just do the bunny and also do it on sugar paste as well. So some cocoa butter painting then, so there's no excuse. Where is she, Doe? Come along now, you love cake painting, you told me. You can do this particular cake. So what we'll do is, as I say, we'll take some pictures shortly. So this one here, Kelly will put a link up for you in a second for this course. The bunny moulds we've got, these are mini eggs, basket weave nozzle, Wilton 18, 24 gauge wire. I used couture sugar paste tonight, but any sugar paste is fine. We've got the tulip cookie cutters on our site. Again, we just put some dowels into those and stuck them down so you can kind of see how that works there, like that. But we will take a picture shortly and you'll be able to see it a bit clearer. I would pick it up, but actually I'm slightly scared because it's more buttercream. I need it to set. I think the egg may fall off and then I might have something to say. So I won't be doing that. Not today. Right. Okay, so if you're interested in the class, actually I need to put the class on there. If you're interested in any of the classes, that is the website, the traceymanncakeschool.co.uk, which you'll be able to find the rabbit on. When you arrive there, you're going to see it there. It's on the home page at the moment. So if you do want to join me to learn how to paint on chocolate or learn how to paint that Easter rabbit, on sugar paste and chocolate, you've got 2 on that particular course, then you're very welcome to join that way. It's already been there, so if anybody's already joined that course, you'll just already have it as a freebie, so you'll be able to just log straight back in and you will find it. Please remember as well, we have to enroll you, so if you've already enrolled tonight, it may not get activated until tomorrow, but we will do everything we can, otherwise it will be tomorrow. You having any mini eggs then?
Yeah.
Come on then.
Oh no.
Come on, Kelly.
Oh no!
Oh, the packet's just falling everywhere. Come on then.
Hello. Oh, I should get
It's my daughter. She's just disappearing now. I've given her some chocolate. She's off. Right, are you coming back again now? No, you're staying over there. Come and say goodbye. Right, there you go. This is Kelly, the commentator. There she goes. All right. So thank you very much. Please note that I won't be here Thursday. I think Carol said earlier today I would be here Thursday. What are you doing?
Replying to comments.
Oh, you're replying to comments. We can go back over there and do that, can't you? I'll let you. So yeah, I won't be here Thursday at 11:30 this week. I will be back on Tuesday at 6:30 on Sugar and Crumbs with some more bits and pieces for you to do. So thank you very much. Have a lovely evening. Take care. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, there's the website and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.